Welcome back to the show, everybody. And we are here talking about 5 trailers. We got lots of trailers this week. Some of them were a lot better than others. So let's get started. Let's kick off with the Forever Purge. The Forever Purge trailer. The 5th film in the Purge franchise.
Wow.
Owen Wilson isn't in this, is he, Atticus?
No.
Okay. I don't know if it picked up on audio, but Atticus just did a Owen Wilson wow, and I was confused. I was like, wait, did I miss Owen Wilson?
No.
But Atticus, the Owen Wilson himself, would you like to speak about this movie?
Wow. See, I don't really have like a. I mean, the trailer looked cool, but like I don't have like a strong opinion about it because I've never seen any of the Purge movies. So, yeah, I may not see this one, but I probably will.
So wait, so Josh Lucas is in this. He was also in like Ford v Ferrari. Does he look like a dime store Ryan Gosling to anybody else? Josh Lucas.
A bit. I can
Yeah.
see what he's in there.
Yeah.
He has a air of Ryan Gosling about him.
He's like, if they couldn't get Ryan Gosling for La La Land and wanted someone who couldn't sing, they'd get him. But La La Land is perfect as it is. So
Yes.
yeah, no, Forever Purge. I mean, it's an interesting concept because this is what would happen if there were real purges. People would just be like, "Nah, I'm still doing it."
Yeah.
Like, this is just what would actually happen. So yeah, I mean, I like dystopian stuff. This was cool. Never seen another Purge film. Thomas, what about you?
See, I really didn't like this trailer because I really enjoyed the Purge films. I mean, the first one, the problem is they try and be too clever about it. The best one is Purge Anarchy because it's a solo story set in the Purge night. That is what this franchise should really be, and it's not what the first one was. That one went for a home invasion story, and it's not what this one looks like. So I just don't like them trying to do too much with the concept. I enjoy just the solo film in the Purge night because that to me is an interesting concept enough anyway. The first Purge as well was a brilliant film, which is also similar. It's a Purge film set on the Purge night, whereas this one, yeah, not a big fan of this trailer and what this film is looking to be.
Yeah, no, this is definitely seems to be a really big sprawling story. And I can't speak on my tastes of the Purge films because, like I said, I haven't seen them. I believe Thomas is the only one on this panel to have seen them. But yeah, I've always been very interested by the Purge concept, and this is definitely taking it to a different level. So I don't know if the director has done anything else. Eduardo Valerio Gout. What a last
That's a
name.
cool name.
Gout. But yeah, he hasn't done anything else. So I mean, it's something that we might watch for the show. It really does depend on what else comes out that week, how much, because this is coming out right in the thick of the summer, July 2nd.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably watch it anyway, but just
Yeah.
whether we'll do a review for it anyway.
I might have to watch
Yeah,
the first ones first, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're gonna watch the Purge films, I would just skip the first one. It has no bearing on the story. It's pretty irrelevant.
Okay.
Got it.
That's good to know.
Yeah. So also that week, okay. So we'll probably do a review because it's only the Tomorrow War, the new Chris McKay, Chris Pratt action sci-fi movie on Prime. So that's the only other thing coming out that week. So we will probably be able to do a review. Also be nearing around the time when the finale of Loki will air.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
So yeah, no, I mean, I thought this trailer was fine. I enjoyed the concept, but I'm also not that big into horror stuff. So I know I could honestly go either way with this. But moving on to the next trailer, which was Venom, Let There Be Carnage. I'll start off with this one. Was not a fan of this trailer. First Venom movie was fine. There's nothing special. This does not look... I'm not a fan of the Eddie Venom dynamic. And this film really seems to be focusing on that dynamic, which is not something I wanted. The Woody Harrelson, Cletus Cassidy, Carnage stuff, that could be fun. I just don't need more Venom stuff, which is unfortunate because that's the title character. But Atticus, what were your thoughts on the trailer for this? And did you want a sequel?
When I saw the first one, I actually thought it was pretty funny. I thought it was pretty cool. And then I had to sit and think about it and be like, yeah, that actually wasn't that great. And when I saw the end credits, I thought Woody Harrelson looked ridiculous, and I thought that it was a joke. I thought it was like, I don't know. It just was weird, and I did not like it at all. So I did not want a sequel, nor did I expect one. Well, actually, I did expect one because it made money. And yeah, this trailer, I think that it looks kind of cool. It looks more like a may lean towards like a more horror kind of area, but yeah, the dynamic between Eddie and Venom, it was weird in the first one. It's probably going to be even weirder in this one. So right. Yeah, I don't know.
There's just not a lot to explore with it that they haven't already done. And yeah, they definitely do seem to be leaning into the R rating this time, which I think was a mistake with the first film trying to make it PG-13.
Yeah.
But Thomas, did you want a sequel, and what were your thoughts on this trailer?
Yeah, I mean, the roles have been reversed here because Venom, I haven't seen the first one, because I have no motivation really to see it. It's a film that's not got great reviews. People I've talked to hasn't really enjoyed it. So, but this trailer, I think if you look at this trailer compared to the first trailer for the first film, they're clearly going for a different feel here, which I think is fine. If the first one wasn't really that loved, maybe they did need a different sort of feel, maybe leaning into the more horror thing, as you say. Woody Harrelson, not a fan of it. This really here, he is being. I feel he's just being too silly. Him playing these sorts of roles can work sometimes. But here it's just, don't really need it, don't really care about it. If it comes out and it gets good reviews, I might watch it. I mean, we'll probably do a review for it.
We're doing a review, yeah.
Yeah, I certainly have no motivation really to see it though.
That's fair. I am looking forward to a lot of the motion capture and CG in it though, because Andy Serkis is directing. So we know that he's going to have, Andy Serkis is directing the film.
Wow.
So we know that it's going to have like solid CG and visual effects, motion capture, which it didn't look bad in the trailer. We weren't obviously able to see a lot of it, and I was watching it on a tiny laptop screen. But it didn't look that bad. So that is one aspect of the film that I am looking forward to. But overall, not too hyped up for this.
Mm-hmm.
Next trailer though, we have Fatherhood, which is June 11th, new, I think. New Kevin Hart drama, I guess, which is weird to say those two words next to each other. But yeah, no, I mean it's a dramatic role for Kevin Hart. This looked passable. It didn't look like anything that we haven't already seen 50 times before.
I was gonna say that as well.
Even just from Netflix alone. But I'm curious to see Kevin Hart's dramatic performance because it does seem like he's stepping more into these types of roles. But Thomas, what were your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean it looks like a Netflix film. There is, I mean, as you say, it's not doing anything new. I mean, Kevin Hart playing a dramatic role, it could be interesting to see. I'm not too excited for it though. I feel I could just guess the plot already from just the trailer and knowing what these kind of films are. So but as you said, it's fine. I will probably watch it, probably enjoy it because I mean it's a happy film. that these kind of films are hard to actively dislike. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that we'll probably do a review of this summer. So, yeah, most things, just probably the rule of thumb with reviews is if we cover the trailer or something about the movie, we'll probably do a review. So it's, it didn't look like anything special. But Atticus, what were your thoughts?
I don't usually lean towards these kinds of movies, but I mean, yeah, like both of you said, I think it'd be interesting to see Kevin Hart in a dramatic role. So yeah, I guess I'm kind of looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it'll be interesting. So he has done a dramatic thing before in 2017 with The Upside, which I haven't seen, but I know some people liked it. It was his first dramatic role, co-starred with Bryan Cranston, Nicole Kidman, who's directed by Neil Berger. So it's not something that I was, this is not something that I'm like super hyped to see. But like Thomas said, it's going to be a happy film, so it's going to be like hard to actively dislike the film. But I don't see myself really enjoying it. And never mind, The Upside was not received well, 43 on Rotten Tomatoes. So yeah, I mean I'm curious to see what Kevin Hart can do with drama. But moving on to the trailer for Stillwater, Matt Damon's new film from director Tom McCarthy, who, guys, Tom McCarthy's filmography, all over the place. So he wrote up the Pixar film and received a Best Original Screenplay nomination for it. Then he did the sports film $1 Million Arm. He wrote that. Then he directed Spotlight, which won Best Picture, and he got Best Original Screenplay for that. He was nominated for Best Director as well. And then he did Christopher Robin in Nutcracker and the Four Realms as far as screenplay. Then he directed Timmy Failure, the Disney Plus movie, and now he's doing this. So he goes back and forth between making Disney movies and like family movies, and then like Oscar contending dramas.
Mm-hmm.
So, what were your guys' thoughts on this trailer for Stillwater?
I mean,
sorry.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say, yeah, it looks like a decent Matt Damon film. It looks. I mean, we've seen him do well with a film like Spotlight. So we've seen him do this kind of drama film, and it very well could be one of those Oscar contending films. Do you know when it releases?
July 30th, 2021.
July 30th.
Okay, yeah, so it could be in the contention for an Oscar. And Matt Damon obviously is a great actor in pretty much everything he's been in, so I'm sure he'll do well in this film. And yeah, it just looks like another drama that could be an Oscar contention, is really what I'll say about it.
Yeah, I mean, Matt Damon looks really good in it. It looks like a very transformative role for him. I could also see this going into like the makeup and hair potentially. Also, it's getting released to massive competition, so it's the same day. It gets released the same weekend as Jungle Cruise, The Green Knight, and 9 Days, which is a indie from Toronto International Film Festival last year that I'm really really looking forward to. There's like 10 Soul candidates that are like trying to get to Earth. This was released before Soul came out at Toronto International Film Festival last year. So it's like 10 candidates that are like trying to get like souls like to be put in humans, and then they have to be interviewed over the course of 10 days to determine if they're fit for Earth.
That's cool.
It's a really cool concept, I think. So anyways, I'm very much looking forward to the film. I got a lot of hype from Tiff. So, but like, yeah, that's going to be a fun weekend of movies between all four of those. But Atticus, what were your thoughts on this trailer for Stillwater?
For some reason, it reminded me of Jason Bourne. And I love those movies. I don't know why. I think it's just, yeah.
This is where he retired too.
Right, yeah. But yeah, it looks cool. I want to see it. Interested.
Yeah, I mean, like Tom McCarthy has proven he's a good director. Matt Damon looks good in this. It doesn't look like anything we haven't seen before, but it looks like it could be a decent film. I don't see this getting too much Oscar buzz, but like I said, Matt Damon. I mean, just looking at Matt Damon and Thomas McCarthy, like it always has to be in your consideration. So I'm definitely very curious to see how this film goes. But now we have this last trailer for The Green Knight. Which so far my top five movies of the year so far. I could totally see this breaking into this just off of the trailer. Like my top five of the year so far is The Father, Shiva Baby, Minari, Mitchell's vs. the Machines, and Nomadland. Those are my five right now. I could easily see this like at least getting up to the number 3 spot just off the trailer. I am obsessed with this trailer. Again, another A24 project. You guys know how much I love A24. I mean, Dev Patel looks great in it. Like it's A24. It's like a sprawling like fantasy epic. It's based off of a like 14th century Gaelic poem. Like, and Dev Patel. I'm so hyped for this film. Atticus, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, this trailer looked really cool. I was watching it and I was like, wait, this looks familiar and sounds familiar. Oh yeah, I read the book, or the poem, I guess, and it was like, yeah, it looked really cool. It had a vibe to it that I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a really good movie. I don't know.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, no, it gave off like I could totally see this in Oscar contention. Like there could be 2 like genre type fantasy sci-fi films in contention this year between both this and Denis Villeneuve's Dune, coming out later this year. Both of them are like films that you wouldn't typically see in there, but like all 3 Lord of the Rings films got Best Picture nominations. Avatar got a Best Picture nomination, which was not deserving, but that's beside the point. Like the Academy, this gives me Lord of the Rings vibes. If you make a really good fantasy sci-fi movie, the Academy can't not vote for it. Especially with we're getting a set 10 nominees this year. We're guaranteed to have 10. But Thomas, what were your thoughts on The Green Knight?
Yes, I mean, fantasy films are often quite hit or miss for me, but here, as you say, this one looks like it will be a hit. I mean, you've got Dev Patel, great actor. It's by A24, so yeah, it's almost a surefire bet that it's going to be a hit. And yeah, just the whole aesthetic of this, just it makes me very excited for this film and what they're showing us. They're showing us a lot, but also not too much. Itself, they're sort of hitting the right balance between what to show and what to keep for the actual film itself. So yeah, definitely looking forward to this one.
I mean, cinematography, production design, visual effects all look gorgeous. Like the cinematography is, like brilliant. Like you could legitimately frame. I said this about Nomadland, which I'm still upset that didn't win Best Cinematography. You could literally take any image from this trailer and frame it. Like Mank cinematography was good. I liked Mank, but Josh Robert Thompson for Nomad, like I think that's his name. Anyways, Nomadland was anyways, you've heard me rant about this before. Nomadland should have won Best Cinematography. But yeah, no, Green Knight really, really does look like an incredible movie. So we're gonna play a fun game here, guys. How would you rank your anticipation of these 5 trailers that we talked about? Now that we have all seen the trailers. So Forever Purge, Venom, Let There Be Carnage, Fatherhood, Stillwater, Green Knight. I will go first to give you guys time to think. For me, number 1, The Green Knight. Number 2, probably, I guess, Stillwater. Number 3, I would go Forever Purge. Number 4, Venom, Let There Be Carnage. 5, Fatherhood.
I agree with that list.
Atticus, you're right
on. So this going off of anticipation for the movie, or how good do you think the trailer was?
Anticipation for the movie.
Anticipation for the movie. That's what the list I would go for.
Okay, so
Right,
Green Knight,
so I'd
Stillwater,
go-
Forever Purge, Venom, and Fatherhood. Got it.
Yeah, okay. So I'd go Green Knight. I mean, I dislike the trailer, but I still am a big fan of the Purge films, so I'm still anticipated for that film. So I put that second. Then, yeah, I guess it would be Stillwater. Weirdly, Stillwater, then Fatherhood, then Venom. Maybe those two could switch around, but yeah.
Right, it's fair.